Hey guys, welcome to this week's Reality Roundup podcast.
Hope you're doing well.
Hope you're staying inside and staying safe.
And well.
Yes.
And sane.
Well, we have a lot of great TV to talk about, and I feel like the TV has really been a great escape lately.
It has.
Just a nice break from the news and all the sadness and the anxiety. So let's talk about RuPaul's Drag Race.
Start your engines.
Ooh, may the best woman win. Well, first of all, we just recently started watching All Stars season
Hurting
1.
yourself?
Yeah, which has been a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. It is more than I had ever hoped for.
When we saw the lineup,
delicious.
we were just like,
all of our favorites.
so many faves.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we've really been enjoying that.
We're on the 4th episode now.
We're gonna be watching the 4th episode during lunch.
So
yeah. So that's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we already know who won by accident because we watched season, 5 or 6 before we watched All Stars. So they had the winner at the finale and we were like, oh, oops.
Oh.
So we're trying to line it up so that we're watching
In order.
Yeah, we kind of
chronological order.
We kind of blew it that time though, but it's all good. So
But
let's talk about the current season 12.
Woo!
This week was a lot of
season.
fun
This is a
because
very good season.
they were doing a ball.
They were doing, ball. So they had 3 different categories for the main stage. They had
Lady Baller, Basketball Wives,
and Ball Eleganza Extravaganza.
Yeah.
Or is it Extravaganza Eleganza?
Either way, I guess. But the guest judge this week, Leslie Jones! Oh my god!
She was having so much fun.
And we were having so much fun watching her having fun.
How great was she? She must be making the rounds because she was also on Project Runway for that one episode, and she was loving it.
She is such a great guest judge. She brings so much fun and positivity.
And social media.
She puts her own spin on things. Like, I love when she was recording Rue. It reminded me of Mean Girls with the mom recording the performance.
Yeah. But it was also like reality Inception because they showed what she was showing like on her Instagram, and then they or Twitter. I'm not sure what she was posting to. And then they showed, RuPaul, what you would see from the show. So it was really cool to see her perspective, what it's like to be sitting at the judges' table.
I love when the guest judges or any of the judges' commentary is so funny that it makes the person who's walking the runway break.
Yes.
Like, it's good when that happens.
I live for what they shout out during the main stage parade. I don't know, runway, I guess you could call it.
It's a runway. I wouldn't call it a parade, but I guess a fashion parade.
Yeah, they parade around. I mean, I parade around my living room.
Yeah. So Gigi Good was the big winner this week, and I'm so impressed by Gigi's sewing skills and all of the looks that she's putting together.
Not just her sewing skills, but she is just perfect.
She loves her mommy. Aww.
I love that her mom is so involved and supportive. It really breaks my heart when you hear any of these queens say how unsupportive their families are. It makes me really sad.
It just makes me want to pull them in and be like, I'll be your new mommy.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's always nice to hear when somebody does have a great relationship with their parents. So, like I said, Gigi Good was the big winner. And then in the bottom 2, we have Britta
and Rock'em Sakura.
Oh, are you surprised that Aiden Zane was not in the bottom?
Yes, very surprised. I was going to make a point of saying that ball extravaganza was not very extravaganza. It wasn't very eleganza either.
She did not put a ton of effort into that black and white striped corset with the balls hanging down.
Did the League of Their Own outfit make up for all of the...
I did love that. That was a lot of fun.
That was incredible.
That was a lot of fun. Britta's pineapple look, I did not get pineapple from seeing that.
Is that corn or is that a pineapple?
They're
times. Obsessed with corn.
They're always like, I don't remember eating corn. They love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Rock'em's outfit with the tape. and then the stuff taped.
I mean, she had a good idea about making the outfit with the tape to like make that shell, but it just was not executed very well. Like, I think, like they say on Project Runway, you really need to edit that down. If she had edited that down, that might have been a completely different story.
Even when she ripped off that bottom part for the lip sync.
It was way better.
It was way better.
Way better. Just too much, as my mom would say, you got too much Driezhgi on there.
Yeah. I'm bummed to see her go, though, because she was a lot of fun. And I thought she still had a lot left up her sleeves that we didn't get to see yet.
Yeah. And I really liked her personality.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a big wake-up call for Britta, too, because she was not expecting to be in the bottom, especially not this early, so...
No.
I think we're going to be
Britta does not have the sewing skills that everybody else has.
No, but she does have the personality and the performance, so...
I'm a little worried, too, because my Heidi does not have the sewing skills that the other queens have as well. So
Heidi is really killing it, though.
She is really killing it. Definitely my pick to win.
Yeah, she was really underestimated at first, but now she's showing what she's got.
And I love it.
Mm-hmm. I am just in love with RuPaul's Drag Race, and I never want it to end. I just want as much as I can get.
I hope we can keep watching it all through continuously on a loop until the next season starts.
We still have a lot to watch, so I'm not freaking out yet. Like, oh my god, we're going to run out. But one day, that day is going to come, and it's going to be a heartbreaker.
Hey, RuPaul's going to keep that show going as long as possible. She's going to be walking down that runway with a walker if need be.
And there's also, like, the international versions that we'll have to check out at some point.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's talk about The Masked Singer. So last night was the last night.
I watched it from the kitchen.
For Group C. Mm-hmm. So we were down to 4.
Right.
And they
had a group song.
Yeah, they did their group song, whatever. Lots of fun. We find out that the T-Rex was JoJo Siwa, which we friggin' knew from the first time we saw the T-Rex. 100%
JoJo Siwa.
Yeah, so...
But you had a revelation last night, but we'll get to that.
I know. I'm just pretty proud that we pulled that off so early on.
With so little clues.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the others. So, we also have the Night Angel, which I'm still convinced is Candy Buress.
100% Candy Buress.
Yeah, I think so. And she's singing beautifully, so...
Oh, yeah.
I'm really glad that she's getting this platform.
Especially, wasn't she the one who said, I still have issues performing, you know, like... I don't know of any performers that don't have, like...
Anxiety?
Not anxiety, but
doubts.
Like...
Self-doubt?
Self-doubt. Everybody does.
I feel like the people that don't maybe should. I don't know.
I agree.
Okay. The Rhino. I'm still not sure who the Rhino is. I don't know. But the freaking spaceman, Dr. Spaceman, I know for a fact that is Hunter Hayes. And I don't even listen to country music, but here's what. So
she was hot on the trail.
I freaking pulled some Sherlock Holmes shit.
I heard her yelling from the other room. I'm Googling this right now. I have a feeling I know who this is.
Yeah. I don't even know country music. However, Will Arnett was the guest judge last night, so they had a little Lego tie-in, and they had each singer come up with some sort of Lego clue. So his was that he knew Nicole because they were both at this huge birthday celebration, and then they had a mall behind them. So you would think like, oh, it was a party at the mall?
No.
It's not a shopping mall, you guys. It is the National Mall in Washington, D.C. They both performed at a Capitol 4th 2015 on PBS.
Whoa, I cannot believe you got that out of that.
Well, I was like, mall, National Mall? And then I kind of thought, ooh, I feel like Nicole Scherzinger is the type of performer that would have been on...
Oh, yeah.
Capitol 4th. I love a Capitol 4th.
Me
so
too.
I was like, Capitol 4th, Nicole Scherzinger. Then I saw 2015, and I was like, who else performed that night? And it was Hunter Hayes, and I looked up his height, 5'6". That is the spaceman.
That is the clincher. That is the clincher always. The height.
Done. It's done. That's Hunter Hayes.
All right.
All right. I feel good about that. So
I do too. I do too. Let us know your other guesses in the comments below for who's left.
Yeah, so I guess next time it's going to be everyone left together. Well, I mean, not everyone will perform, but now they're down to their, like...
Top 9.
Top 9.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
They'll probably break it into 2 groups. Maybe.
Probably, right? You would think? I don't know.
I guess.
I don't know. I never thought that they would have done the 3 groups like
I
the
think
way
that's
they did.
New this year, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, here we go. It's time to talk about Survivor. Winners at War.
Somebody's got a squeaky chair, but...
Yeah, it is squeaky. Sorry.
All right, so they started out at the edge of extinction this week, and we joined Parvati in progress, telling her story of what happened at her tribal council.
Yep.
And everybody's like, "Oh man!" It's like, tell us tales from the outside world.
Yeah.
We're stuck in this hole. All right, and then Sandra arrives. Oh my god!
Oh, all the friends are the same. They've all been voted out. All the old school players.
She really blew it though, and she admitted it. She really effed up.
I mean, yeah, she would have been fine, but she did that to herself. And Rob was like, well, why didn't you use the immunity idol yourself on Denise and then just pick off whoever you want? And she's like, no, because she wanted to keep that a secret. She didn't want to be seen making that move and, like, sniping somebody like that.
She didn't want to expose herself.
Right.
So, she is done when she finds out, oh, you get, like, a little cup of rice per day. You got to walk up there. She's like... I'm not going to be hanging around here suffering on the off chance that I could get back onto the, island.
She's thinking, you know what? I've seen the challenges that they've had to get back into the game with Edge of Extinction before, and...
She's not good at them.
That's not for me. And I saw a lot of people really critical of her decision to quit. She decided, you know what? I'm out of here. She raised the flag. She left. But I... don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it. The queen stays the queen.
What does she have to prove at this point? She's already won twice. She knows her limits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
I think by knowing her limits, she's a winner.
Yeah.
Rather than hanging around, scraping around.
Being miserable.
Trying to get back in there. I mean, do the math. The odds are not good.
Yeah.
They're not good.
So I don't blame her for leaving at all.
I think she made a great decision. But back at Cele, Yule and Wendell are having a little chat. And Yule's like, hey, why were you such a dick at the last tribal?
Yeah, because Wendell, he was supposed to be locked into this plan last week. And then he was like, having that discussion at tribal, like, okay, give me your fire tokens and I'll vote however you want. And that did not sit well with a few people.
I am not loving Wendell's cavalier attitude this season, and I think a lot of the people on the show, including Jeff Probst, are not as well.
It's bumming me out.
Because it seemed like he was a really nice person in real life.
And I'm sure he is. Like, this is a game. It's a game. Yeah. But I don't know. It's not the same Wendell that we saw last time. But to be fair, like, how likely are you to win twice playing the same exact game?
Yeah, but you really... don't have to be a D.
Yeah, well...
the Ds don't usually win.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes, for the most part, I think they don't.
All right.
So Wendell kind of apologizes to Michelle.
I don't know. That conversation did not go well, and I believe Yule was within earshot, and he didn't like the way that was going.
He told her, don't tell me how to play my game, and if
you're gonna put me on a leash, I might turn around and bite.
Whatever, but she did give him one of the fire tokens, that she got from last week at the last tribal council to kind of appease him, to kind of say, let's work together.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have given him anything.
I think now she's kind of like
regretting it
that though, because she wants those tokens. Everybody wants those tokens. They're going to be really important.
They are going to be really important. And she says, I don't know if I want to go forward with him. We'll see. All right. So back at Edge of Extinction.
Oh, this was so emotional.
I love Ethan.
Me too.
I have always loved Ethan.
How could you not?
He's such a sweet, genuine person. You know, it seems like, I don't know him personally, but from what I've seen, and he's explaining who was it?
Parvati.
To Parvati, yeah. That he's had a lot of doubt. He's had moments where he didn't think that there was any hope, and especially when he collapsed. Mm-hmm. You know, he doesn't know if this is good for him physically. He's been through a lot with his cancer.
I mean, he's already survived cancer like twice, right?
Yeah.
So he's not sure if this is gonna like weaken his immune system more and, you know, create problems for him in the future. So I really feel for him.
I hope he makes a good decision.
I know.
You know, whether to stay or whether to quit, because he saw Sandra quit and he was thinking, well, maybe I should quit too.
Mm-hmm. But Parvati was doing a great job of being there for him and just listening and offering to do yoga and stuff.
Yeah, she was telling him about like intermittent fasting and everything, but I don't know if that's good for him right now. I hope he's not like
Well, I don't think she meant like purposely.
No, but
yeah,
the way that they're only eating, you know, once a day, a little bit of rice. I mean, I don't know if that's the best thing for him right now, especially being in a compromised state.
Yeah.
So,
but he's hanging in there for now.
Yeah, he brought back the mail.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little treasure chest full of scrolls.
Oh, everyone got their own scroll.
And they had to open them all at the same time. And it turned out to be a fire token Easter egg hunt.
Yay! It's almost Easter!
I know, right? At least they get to spend it together. We probably won't be spending Easter with anybody.
Mm.
So they took off. I forget exactly what the clue was.
Well, they find out that there's 4 fire tokens hidden, like, I think they said, like, the end of the paths or something, or the end of the trails. So, yeah, they all started running. Boston Rob was freaking booking it.
He took off like crazy. Mm-hmm. And Tyson took off in a different direction. He passed up Boston Rob. Didn't he say portly Boston Rob?
Something like that.
So Tyson was able to find one of the fire tokens.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody was like, hey, did you find one? Do you know what it, you know what it looks like? And Tyson admitted to finding one, and he showed...
It was just like right on the ground and out in the open.
He showed people what it looked like, what it was wrapped up, and they were all looking, and everybody was like, I didn't find it, well, prove it, like strip down, whatever, but they think that nobody else found the other 3 ever. But Boston Rob actually found them and lied about it.
So Boston Rob found 3 fire tokens. That's wild. It reminds me of the song Nonstop from Hamilton when they're talking about the Federalist Papers and how, like, those 2 other guys wrote some of them, and then they're like, Hamilton wrote the other 51.
I have such mixed feelings about Boston Rob because I believe he has, like, splinter skills in this game. Like, in some things, he's incredible. His mind works so fast. He's able to put people up against each other. Yeah. He's able to be very physical. But then at other times, it's like he kind of falls short, because of the way that the game has evolved, maybe. But in some ways, he is so light years ahead above everybody else. So it's hard to say. If I had to put my money on somebody coming back from Edge to get back in the game, I would think that it would probably be Boston Rob.
I mean, there should be somebody coming back soon, right? I'm assuming they're going to bring back
somebody
after 2
the
people
merge.
Probably total, 2 or 3 people.
Somebody halfway and somebody closer to the end, like they did last time.
Right?
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah.
Maybe even 3 since it's...
You never know.
All stars. Yeah. All right.
Do you think he told Amber at least about the tokens? He must have, right? He must have.
Of course. All right. So at Tikal, Tony's a freaking clown. He's got to he's got to play his social game up. He's got to go with what he knows.
He doesn't have Sandra anymore.
Hey, he's a freaking cop. Cops perform. That's what they do. So he's got to keep it light. He's, he's jumping around.
He has a lot of fun to watch.
Everybody. But Denise is a big target now. Mm-hmm.
She made a big flashy move taking out Sandra like that.
Yeah. So
I'm still like about it. It was crazy.
Even though Tony's a clown, he's still not in the tight 3 of Denise, Kim, and Jeremy.
Yeah, Denise and Jeremy are doing a really good job of pulling Kim in. So I don't know if it's looking so great for Tony, but I mean, you got to think there is a merge coming up. So
yeah,
if he could just make it to the merge, things could change. You never know.
Right. So over at Yara, they got the peanut butter leftovers from last time. That was a lot of peanut butter.
When are there ever leftovers? That's crazy.
Well, I guess because maybe the portions were the same, but the tribes are so much smaller now that they had, lots of food left over. Maybe it was in their riders. I don't know.
Great fuel for the upcoming competition, though.
Exactly. Ben's looking around for an idol. Adam thinks Sarah has one.
Well, yeah, because they were acting really weird. Like, we know that Sophie has the idol and Sarah knows about it. But Ben was like, oh, I'm going to look over here, and then I'm going to look over here. So he's, like, really playing it up because he's thinking Adam has one. So Adam's like, does Ben have one? But all that time, Sophie's just sitting there like, I have it. Yeah.
All right, so it's time for the immunity challenge. This was fantastic. Yes. I haven't seen one like this before.
But they did do one like this before, they said.
Did they?
Yeah, because Nick played in it and lost.
Oh, okay. Well, they had these giant, heavy wooden saucers. And they had to take it through an obstacle course, fill it up with some water, take it back through the obstacle course, not spilling the water, but they had to fill up their well to release puzzle pieces.
Right.
This was heavy to begin with. And when you fill it up with water and you have to try and keep the water in there, it was very shallow.
That sucks.
I was feeling for them so badly.
Well, 2 of the tribes decided we're going to try and blow through this course, and
they dumped a lot of water.
They did, but Yara was like, no, we're going to do super slow, super tiny steps. And they managed to fill up their well with one trip.
Whoa, that was
one
crazy.
Trip's worth of water.
That was crazy.
Yeah, so that really paid off for them.
It did. And Yara went on to win the first immunity because there was 2 immunities.
Yeah.
And Dekal
it was so close between
won the second. Yeah.
Dekal and Sele.
Wendell was showboating again.
He was like, Jeff, come on over here, because they were almost done.
Jeff, we're almost done. Come on, look at me, Jeff. We're almost ready.
Yeah, but Dekal managed to finish that puzzle.
Snuck in there.
Right before Sele. It was crazy how close it was.
One piece. One piece.
So that means that Sele will be going to Tribal.
So at Sele, Yul and Nick are talking about getting rid of Wendell.
They're tired of his showboating. He blew this challenge. They're not feeling that.
Well, Wendell and Michelle want to get rid of Yul. Or so Michelle says she wants to get rid of Yul. We heard before she might not want to be working with Wendell. We'll see. So then at Tribe... Oh, well, Nick and Michelle. There was
like this really confusing plan about trying to get Wendell's fire tokens after he's voted out that Yul was kind of trying to figure out. And it was just very like, what? I don't know. It made things very complicated.
Yeah. Well, Nick and Michelle, do they want to get rid of Wendell? Do they want to get rid of Yul?
They got some decisions to make here.
Yeah, for sure. But at Tribal Council, I got the feeling that Jeff was not really appreciating Wendell so much and his performance this season. And I have to agree. I'm really not liking it.
Yeah.
And Yul is the last old school player.
I know.
I was like, no, don't get rid of Yul.
You don't need to mention it. Don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Don't say it. Maybe no one will remember that.
He just wants the fire tokens.
Yeah, I mean, these things are going to be really important. There's going to be tons of twists and immunity idols and stuff, I'm sure, that it will be offered after the merge. So you want those tokens.
Michelle and Wendell, yeah, they might be working together, but they're not on a date here.
Yeah, they were talking a lot about previous relationships and how much that plays into how you make your decisions.
Well, Nick doesn't want to get rid of anybody because he feels like this is his final 4.
Bless you. Yeah. So then they're talking about, whoever's voted out tonight, like, what are the chances that you would continue working with this group if you come back? Maybe if they were desperate.
Yeah. Well, Michelle doesn't want to send anybody home. Nobody does. They'd much rather vote somebody out from another tribe, I'm sure.
Of course.
All right, so the vote is Yule.
No, he got blindsided. They all voted for him.
That sucks. I
hate to see Yule go.
Really rooting for Yule.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he could come back. You never know.
That's true. That's very true. The tokens were distributed, 1 to Sophie and 1 to Sarah.
I like it.
I'm glad he didn't give any to the people on his tribe.
Ooh, I thought you liked Nick.
I do like Nick, but he voted Yule off. You know, he voted with the house.
All right, well, next time is the merge,
Ooh.
which is super exciting.
I am so excited for this season. Every episode has me on the edge of my seat, so we'll see.
On the edge of extinction.
Oh, see what you did there.
Yeah. All right, guys, it's time for the Bravo block, which is so tiny now. Aww.
It's so skinny.
It's the Bravo block light.
All right. Well, let's start with
the skinny girl Bravo block.
Yeah. Branding.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's Below Deck Sailing Yacht.
Oh. And
Jenna is super bummed that Adam does not want to have sex with her. She's begging him, do me.
This
and
is
he's
a
like,
mess.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And she is taking it so personally.
Well, I mean, it is pretty personal, but also it's really awkward because they're living on this tiny boat with all the crew and the charter guests. Like, and she's sharing a room with 2 other people. How's this supposed to happen?
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what? What was that joke we heard before on RuPaul's Drag Race?
Which one?
The one about my husband asked me to do it with the lights on, and I said, no, shut the door of the car.
Oh!
Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so it's really, really getting dragged out.
Everybody sees that Adam and Jenna are fighting. I mean, they already see when they're flirting all the time, and now it's really awkward because they're like... Ugh.
They're hogging the whole top floor of the boat, too. And people are not on a charter right now, and they want to relax, and they want to enjoy all the amenities. Yes. Come on.
And Adam's all like, not a good time, to Parker.
So finally they go inside, and Parker whips out his guitar and starts serenading Madison.
Yeah.
On the
I like
top
his
deck.
made-up song about what's happening on the boat. It's fun.
All right, well...
There's a lot of musical talent on the boat this year.
There is. There's a lot of people there for the wrong reasons, too. So the next day, Adam is not trying to pork Jenna at the table, and everybody's like, whoa, what's going on here? She is really super bummed out, making life awkward and difficult for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And he's throwing shit around the kitchen. And he's not inspired to cook without his Jenna.
Oh my goodness. What are we gonna do?
Well, they're not the only ones being extra. Parker is in he's in some eternal pissing contest with Sierra.
Well, think about it. Like, the dynamics must be really weird that, like, it's a 3-person department, and 2 of them are together. Yeah, so you're, like, the odd one out.
But you know what? You should be paying attention to what they're doing because you're so green.
I mean, yeah, he's green, so...
But the thing is, sometimes he really does have a valid point, and they just kind of blow him off, which if I was in his spot, I guess I would be frustrated as well. So it's time for the preference meeting, and it's super awkward because Jenna and Adam are both at it, and they are not really having it.
How is Glenn not picking up on this?
Glenn's in his own world.
I don't know. Because he picks up on other things, which we'll get to, but he doesn't seem to notice that there's a problem here. And it's a big problem.
All right, well, the guest has lots of food restrictions. She wants to be super skinny and live the cowabunga skinny lifestyle.
I think she also had, under, like, food options, she listed a few different things, and then she was like, I will not eat these. And so it was very...
Yeah, but then later on she was like, I want this.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She said that she wanted it and that it was, like, something that she didn't want. So it was very confusing. I think she wanted to share a bagel with the garbage or, like, consume a large gust of wind. Harvard sailing team, very appropriate.
She does not like large cucumbers, only tiny cucumbers.
Only micros.
Yeah, so that's...
Micro cukes.
I mean, where do you get tiny cucumbers?
Why don't you just eat a few slices of it?
I don't know.
What is going on here?
I can only assume that possibly tiny is tastier. And, like, the skin on a large cucumber is tough and possibly bitter. And she likes to eat babies. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway.
Jenna is tragically bummed. Why won't he do me? I don't get it.
I'm glad this feud only lasted like an episode because it is exhausting.
But did it?
Well, for the time being anyway.
All right. Well, Glenn notices a problem with Sierra and Parker.
He hears them arguing back and forth.
He doesn't like that. So he talks to
Parker.
No, I thought he talked to Paget first. He's like,
well, yeah.
What's going on with these
I thought
two?
he talked to Paget and Sierra together, and they were like, Parker's being a jerk.
Yeah.
He's being extra.
So then he has a meeting with the whole deck crew, and he says, Parker says, Paget's not very professional. He says the F word way too many times.
At dinner.
And I feel like we were at a very nice Italian restaurant, upscale, and he was really... I
couldn't enjoy my dinner.
Yeah. He was making us look like trash, Glenn, okay?
So Glenn was basically like, you know what? He's your superior, so you need to keep your mouth shut and listen to those F-bombs because...
That's right.
There's a hierarchy in the boating world.
Yeah. There is. You really have to, you really got to respect your boss, unfortunately.
I think he could have said maybe one-on-one, like, hey, you know, it kind of is a lot for me when you just, like, spew all these F-bombs at the dinner table. But, like, to say it in front of everyone and the way he said it, not okay.
Yeah, Parker is, So Jenna and Adam make up for the moment. And
oh boy. Adam's all like, I don't like opening up to people. And he was like closing her off.
I've never cooked as good as I cook with you. Please, you inspire me. You make me be a better chef. Isn't that great?
If you say so.
Yeah, so the charter arrives. Cheers me.
Oh.
Meow.
No! This is like their version of the champagne saber.
But way more annoying.
Is it though?
Yeah, it is.
I would rather hear the meows than the constant sabering with the glass on the floor.
All right, well, soup's on. Who the F makes soup on a luxury yacht in 94-degree weather?
I don't care what type of vessel you're on. It is 94 degrees out. You are not eating a hot soup. No freaking way. Maybe like a nice cold soup.
Yeah, like a vichyssoise or
one
like a fruit soup or...
But a hot soup? And I mean, Adam did realize like, oh yeah, I have to... Like, he owned it.
But who makes soup on a sailing yacht that
does seem really dangerous.
Come on.
That does seem dangerous.
Imagine he didn't know that they were sailing and he's got a big old pot of soup on the stove and it goes... Sploosh.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so it's time for the beach picnic. They requested a beach picnic.
They wanted a beach picnic and a theme dinner in the same day. That's a lot of work.
Greedy. All right, so they get to the beach, and it's beautiful. The only problem is it's a rock beach.
Uh-oh.
And nobody's got their shoes.
How funny,
they are dying.
Was Parker when he was trying to pick this beach, and he was like giving them an essay over the radio about why he was picking this beach and not another one, and they were all just like, oh my god. And then Sierra was like, could you repeat the first part again?
This beach was terrible. It was a bunch of rocks. It wasn't the prettiest beach I've seen.
Yeah. Well, Madison and Sierra were sent there to just, like, hold that spot because they didn't want somebody else to take it before the picnic. Mm-hmm. So they were there with a bunch of the stuff, and you would think they would be, like, setting it up, but they were just kind of, like, sitting there talking about life and stuff.
You know what? The stuff that they sent to be set up, though, was not very good. It was not conducive for that type of beach. The tables weren't level. They were like these Sam's Club tables.
You gotta work with what you got.
The umbrellas wouldn't stick in the ground because they couldn't dig out the rocks.
Well, Mother Superiors will not be happy when they show up.
No, they won't. So Paget and Parker radio Sierra and Madison and are like, we're coming over with the guests now. Without towels, without anything.
Well, they weren't eating there yet, but they wanted to go there and then go like snorkeling from there.
Right. Well, even the guests were pissed because they were like, we don't like the rocks. What the hell? This is not fun and good and nice. We don't like it.
Yeah.
Stupid. And the girls tried to set it up quickly, but it still looked like crap.
They didn't do the full setup.
Adam was not happy with his setup for cooking either. He's like, I can't cook on this. It's disgusting. It looks awful.
Yikes.
All right, so the guests kind of go wakeboarding.
Which it always reminds me of Falcon Beach. The wakeboarding.
Did they go brantying as well?
No.
All right, so the setup, terrible. Freaking Madison didn't even have a damn bra on. She was nips to the sky. It was ridiculous.
Jenna had to say something.
Put on a bra, Madison.
Ugh.
All right.
Well, anyway, that was this week's episode.
There were some awesome scenes from next week or the rest of the season. I don't know.
Wild.
There's some threesomes going on there.
With guests, right?
I don't know.
I don't remember. But I remember being crazy.
There's Coke, and I don't mean O-Cola.
Somebody's getting their bag searched by Captain Glenn.
I don't know. I might have been a guest. It might
I don't know if it was a guest or...
Yeah.
Or a crew or what.
I think it might have been a guest.
Yeah.
And a breakup. Gee, who could that be? He won't do me.
No.
Yeah. All right, so let us know what you thought about Below Deck Sailing Yacht in the comments below. Vanderpump Rules. Wonderful.
Oh, yesterday I saw somebody on Twitter put the Sesame Street intro, the video from that with the Vanderpump Rules music. It was so good.
Amazing. All right, so they're back in LA.
Wedding's over.
Everybody get out.
Yeah, time to move on to the rest of the season.
All right.
I did enjoy the wedding, but I feel like it was a lot of build-up. So I'm ready for different things.
Well, we started off with a Grease style.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Exactly. Max was talking to Schwartz, and Dana was talking to Tom and Ariana. And
about their drama.
Yeah. Max says, Dana and I are not speaking, and freaking Danica, that bee, is banned from Tom Tom.
Yeah, he's saying, oh, she's talking a lot of crap about me. I can't have that. That's why Dana wanted to end things with me. Is it? Because I feel like maybe you've done some messed up stuff.
All right, well, it's time for Brittany and Jax to open up their wedding presents that they have banned to the outside of the back. They're in the backyard. They open the sliding glass door, and there's all these boxes, like, waiting. They're like, let us in. Oh, my God.
We're your wedding gifts. Let us into the house.
How much of a bitch was Jax? I don't need these. I don't want these. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he was, like, playing it up, but...
Yeah, but he's an ungrateful bitch.
I mean, yeah.
How do you think the person who sent those is feeling as they watch that, even if it is, like, played up?
Mm-hmm.
It was lame.
Yeah.
Not as lame as the pool party funeral for Dog, though.
Oh, I'm so sad that Dog passed away.
I am kind of pissed that they made light of this. Like, they made it into a joke, because Dog was a sentient being. I mean, you know, he didn't deserve to be plucked out of his natural environment, sent to a pet store, and then sent home with Schwartz. And then, what did he say? He had him like a couple weeks, and then he passed away?
Maybe he was just, like, sick on arrival, because, I mean, it's not like Schwartz didn't know what he was doing, because he said he's had, like, lizards and other reptiles before, so I don't think he was, like, doing anything wrong, but it's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah. I'm not for these non-domestic type animals, like, in captivity.
Yeah.
All right, so Brittany wants to get pregged up as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
That's what they tell Lisa. They went to go visit Lisa because Lisa did not trust them with their wedding present.
Because it's from Tiffany.
It was pretty sweet. It was a beautiful
teapot.
Jax, I dare you to say something mean to Lisa that you didn't want her teapot.
Well, he did say we'll only really use it when Lisa comes over, which will be never. So.
Smart move. All right, so Danica confronts Max at the funeral and is like...
The funeral pool party, by the way.
Yeah. What the F is going on? Why? I heard I was banned from, like, freaking TomTom. Why didn't you come over and talk to me about it?
Because he was setting her up. He wanted her to show up at TomTom and get turned away, which is so messed up.
That is really messed up.
I can't believe these two are managers.
Surprise, you're banned.
Yeah.
I could see him being a manager.
Even him, I don't know, he's questionable.
He's a snake, but, like, she's... What is she, 25 years old? Not that a 25-year-old can't be a manager. It's just, like...
Is she even 25?
I thought she was 25.
I don't know. But, I mean, look at Peter. I just feel like Peter is, like, different than that. Like, I don't know.
I feel like Peter finally grew up. Kind
of. Maybe. We don't see enough of him to know.
That's true.
So,
the Toms tell Max, dude, who the F do you think you are? You can't ban Danica, another freaking manager,
from her sister restaurant.
Seriously, you're doing it for personal reasons.
You can't do it for personal reasons. That's not okay. You can't do that.
Like if she was a thief or something like that,
that's different. But they were like, okay, what would you say the percentage is? And he's like, it's 90% personal.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No. All right, so I didn't realize that there was a Witches of WeHo wine.
So that's Kristen, Katie, and Stassi.
I'm sure
their
it's
wine
delicious.
line.
I'm sure it's delicious.
Where does it rank on the Bravo Spirits and Wines?
Probably not that great unless Lisa had something to do with it, which she probably did, and then it's okay.
Well, okay. This is where the drama between Kristen and then Katie and Stassi is really blowing up here because they have this wine together and Kristen's like, I'm doing all the freaking work for this company. We're supposed to be in on this together and you guys don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah. And that's pretty true. Because Katie would rather be doing anything else than work on this wine with Kristen.
I don't know how Katie's like filling her days these days because is she working on anything?
I don't know, but were you invited to Tom's extra party for his birthday?
I wish.
Well, he was inviting a lot of people at the funeral pool party to his extra party, and he explained that it's
you got to be an extra version of yourself.
Right. So, wow, Lala's volunteering at Vanderpump Dogs?
Didn't you remember the setup from that in like the first episode?
Wow. Yeah. Well, how convenient that Raquel and Jamesy just show up one day with their big fat puppy now.
So cute.
Oh my God, he was delicious. So
this is awkward because Lala has been saying some stuff about James and Raquel, and Raquel's not happy about it.
So Lala says, why don't we meet for a chai?
They're going to be meeting up, so we'll see what happens there.
So the Toms are going vintage thrift shopping for the extra party. And we find out that Sandoval has already purchased some stilts for the party.
What are the chances that he already bought stilts and now he's finding these pants at the thrift store?
I would say slim to none, and Slim just left town.
Did he like already have those pants and put them on the rack and be like, oh, I'm getting these?
Yes, I think so.
Because like, how often is it that you find pants appropriate for stilt walking or whatever?
Maybe this was a Cirque du Soleil thrift shop. I don't know. But yeah.
Tom invented a new word this week.
Effervescent.
Oh.
There was another one in there too. I forgot what it was. I was like, really? Wow, I'm going to have to consult Webster's on that one.
Yeah.
All right, so Raquel and Lala meet for some chai lattes.
Oh boy.
Ooh, these are delicious.
This actually went really well.
Yeah, it did.
Well, I mean, it was kind of like a questionable start because Raquel was like, oh, you know, I was really upset when you were basically calling me stupid and an idiot.
Oh, no, you're not a complete idiot. If I'll talk to you, you're not a complete idiot.
Yeah, Lala was like, I'm not going to waste time on a complete idiot.
Yeah.
So, okay, she's kind of stupid then.
Thank you.
It wasn't the nicest thing to say.
No, it really wasn't.
I guess Raquel will take it at this point.
Well, James
wait, they were talking about James's sobriety, and he's really working hard on it. Raquel was talking about how she dropped him off at the meeting, and she waited outside for him.
And he came out with his coin, so she knew that he told his story. Mm-hmm. So James also told Lisa, I went to my first AA meeting.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, James, I'm so thrilled, blah, blah, blah. Great.
These are the parts of the show that I really enjoy when they're like
when they start to
real.
get their shit together.
Yeah, and you see them like making good moves for their lives. So this was really nice to see.
Are they lip syncing for their lives?
I guess. And it seemed like Lala and Raquel had a new friendship starting up. I mean, Lala was really happy that James was going to AA and Raquel was helping him out. And it seems like maybe they're going to be friends and get along.
Yeah. Could be. Could be. All right. Well, Jax and Brittany are getting ready for the extra party. And freaking Jax is so jealous. He's crabbing about, why does he have to have an extra party? What is he, like a 25-year-old?
Why are we still dressing up for these?
I'm almost getting my AARP application in the mail. I can't be going to this 25-year-old party.
We already saw the scenes for the next episode that he wants to dress up for his theme birthday party.
Come on.
You played yourself.
Yep. You tried it.
Oh,
all right,
man.
so Tom arrives on stilts.
With his daddy.
Yeah. No, well, first, he's trying out the stilts.
Oh, okay.
He's walking around, and Ariana's like, you gonna walk around in those all night? That's like a lot.
No, he's got costume changes planned. It's fine.
Yeah. All right, so Sheena is meeting with Kristen. And she told Kristen,
guess what? Katie and Stassi, we're talking crap about you.
And your t-shirts.
Oh, because Katie was all like, oh, I could just take quotes off of Instagram and make t-shirts too if I wanted to.
Lame t-shirts.
Oof.
All right, what? Max and Brett, they arrive for the party and they get 100%.
This was actually really funny.
In my A+++++. They show up as old Tom Sandoval characters from the history of Vanderpump.
That is very clever, and I'm sure he was over the moon.
I'm sure they got the little extra thing in their in their pay envelope.
The drag outfit, especially, hilarious.
Loved
that
it.
was Brent, right?
Yeah, Brett. Brett.
Are we 100% sure it's not Brent?
I'm pretty sure it's Brett.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Sorry.
Jax gets a 0%, a failing grade because
he did not dress up with the theme.
Jerk. All right, so Tom arrives with his daddy finally on stilts.
Oh, I love seeing them together.
They were kind of dressed the same.
His dad wasn't on stilts.
No, but his dad had like the wig on and...
I can't remember exactly what his dad was wearing.
Unless that was really his
They
hair.
look so much alike though. It's crazy.
They do. All right, so during the party, Lala tells Raquel that Logan, remember him?
Oh, yeah.
He told her that James got effed up at that party that Jamesy went to last week. Everybody was getting effed up, including James. And Raquel's like...
Well, Raquel's always like that, to be fair. But didn't she also bring up those old rumors that James, like, hooked up with Logan? And Raquel was not happy to hear that resurfacing.
So that new friendship between Lala and Raquel... Dead.
That's so sad, because they were getting along so well for like 5 minutes.
It almost seems like Lala is going back to her old, nasty, spiteful, can we wrap this up ways.
Lala used to be like so real, and I don't know. I feel like she's different now.
All right, so the highlight of this entire episode was when Tom Sandoval took off the stilts and put on his Mozart costume.
Yeah! I don't know if that's what he was supposed to be exactly, but that's what we were thinking, and we loved it.
I'm there for it.
It was good times.
You know what? Tom gets a pass every single time because his costumes, his concepts, genius.
He really does go to the next level.
The golden nugget.
I effing love the golden nugget.
Yep.
All right. Well, anyway, Kristen confronts Katie and Stassi.
Ooh. So I heard you talking. I heard you talking about my Lame t-shirts.
Uh-oh.
What about my lame t-shirts?
Yeah, well, she also brought up, hey, are you guys going to help me with the wine?
Nope.
They were basically like, we'll, like, do it for now, but once our contracts are up, we're out of there. Ooh.
Dead.
That's
All right,
sad.
so the Witches of WeHo, time of death, soon.
1 o'clock.
Yup. So that's where we are this week.
Yeah, like I said,
Vanderpump.
Next week, Jax's dress-up theme birthday party.
What is it with these birthday twins all the time? Ariana and Stassi and Tom Sandoval and Jax.
They've all got their birthdays near each other.
I guess so.
Yep.
Ooh, spooky. All right.
So thank you so much for watching with us this week.
And we'll be back to do it all again next week. And we hope you'll join us. So.
Stay inside, stay safe, and until next time,
much love.